All right, it was a first-of-its-kind splashdown early this morning while you were likely sleeping as 4 astronauts returned to Earth following NASA's first medical evacuation. And we can show you the moment the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule splashed down off the coast of San Diego in the dark of night. Crew 11 ended its mission to the International Space Station more than a month early because one of the astronauts experienced a medical issue that couldn't be treated aboard the ISS. We're now joined by CBS News space analyst Bill Harwood with more on this, connecting with us from Florida. Bill, good morning to you. I know that NASA just held a press conference discussing the successful return of these astronauts. Any hints as to what the medical nature of the emergency is and how that sick crew member is doing right now?
Well, we at least know how the sick crew member is doing. He doesn't look sick, he or she, I should say, doesn't look sick at all. And the NASA administrator, Jared Isaacman, said he's doing, we don't know who, is doing fine. One thing that's a little bit different from earlier reporting, the crew is being flown to a hospital in California. They're going to spend the night there for some more extensive diagnostic tests to kind of get to the bottom of what was going on in orbit. But, you know, NASA follows very strict medical privacy guidelines. They haven't A, identified the astronaut, or B, told us anything about the nature of the condition that caused this early return to Earth. So we're going to have to wait to see about that. They may give us some more information later. But for now, we do know they're doing great. We saw them get off the ship. They looked good, all 4 of them. No indication of anything wrong with anybody. But obviously, they're going to check that out very thoroughly.
Yeah, and it seems because of medical privacy, we may not find out what the specific medical issue was, but thankful to hear that folks look okay. What were the challenges, though, in moving up Crew 11's return mission back?
Yeah, you know, they said this wasn't an emergency return, but obviously it was to get the astronaut back on the ground as soon as reasonably possible so they could carry out more thorough tests than they can do in orbit. But it was quite a bit of work involved. You know, with the departure of these 4 crew members, there's just 3 people left on the station. 2 of those are Russian cosmonauts that are not trained on U.S. systems. One is a NASA astronaut named Chris Williams, who is, but he had to be brought up to speed on a lot of the things that the Crew 11, the crew that came back, would normally do. So a lot of this was kind of in-house training for Chris Williams to get him up to speed, and also the Russians to make sure they can help out if an emergency crops up before the next crew gets there. That's the thing NASA's looking at now, is accelerating the launch for the next crew to go to the station. It was going to be around February 15th. They're going to try to move that up a couple of days to kind of shorten this gap between the departure of Crew 11 and the arrival of Crew 12.
Just fascinating to watch this unfold. I'm sure the remaining crew members on the ISS might just enjoy a little bit extra space and room while there are fewer people there. Who knows? Bill, thank you so much. Always great to chat with you.